Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have swatches to share with you from Pampered Polishes. This is her brand new collection for Halloween 2020. This is the Witch Please collection. This collection will release on September 25th in Pampered Polishes shop, which I will have linked in the description box for you down below. I will also have her Instagram linked and her social media from Facebook. She has a brand new Facebook group, which if you haven't already joined, come on over and join us. I will also have that in the description box for you down below. This release is a limited time release and it will not be restocked. So if you see something that you like, be sure to go in and grab it because these polishes tend to sell pretty quickly. So if you like something, be sure to grab it on launch September 25th. There are going to be 6 polishes and they will be $12 each. They will be sold individually. There will not be a set collection price. So we have 6 polishes to look at. Why don't we go ahead and jump right into it. The first polish that we are going to have a look at today is called Butt of Corpse. This is described as a forest green curly that dries to a matte finish that's loaded with platinum, silver, and hollow microflakes. It also has a sprinkling of warm-toned ultra chrome chameleon flakies. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on the nail smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I didn't have any staining issues. I had no running, no pooling, and I had, as I said, no staining. That repetition is really hard to break sometimes. But I did choose to go in for 3 coats for this. I do tend to work in thinner coats. If you work in thicker coats, there's no doubt in my mind that this would be opaque for you in just 2. As I said before, this does dry to a matte finish. I do have it shown here in both glossy and matte, so you can get an idea on what both look like. The removal on this is quite easy, and nothing will be dry textured. So my swatches of Butt of Corpse is 3 coats, and both matte and glossy. The next polish that we are going to have a look at is called Pain in the Neck. Pain in the Neck is described as an oxblood red jelly with blue, red, gold, bronze, and copper microflakes. This polish had an absolutely excellent formula. It goes on smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I didn't have any staining issues, but I did only wear this for a couple of hours while I swatched it, and then I had to go do some things around the house, so I just left it on. I didn't have any staining, but I didn't really wear it for a long period of time. This is a deeper color, so as always, I would recommend a base coat just to cover your bases and make sure that you don't have any staining just in case. I did go in for 3 coats with this, although again, like I said in my last one, I do believe if you work in thinner, even coats, you can get this opaque in 2. My swatches here are showing you 3 coats and a glossy top coat, and I do believe I matted this one, so I will show you this both glossy and matte. I don't think I said this before, but nothing will dry textured and nothing here will be difficult for you to remove. The next polish that we are going to have a look at is Ghoul's Best Friend. And this is described as a borderline neon pink crelly with various blue and purple glitter. This is in Pampered Polish's standard crelly formula. This polish had an absolutely fantastic formula. It went on the nail smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues whatsoever here. I had no running, no pooling, and I had no staining. This polish will dry textured because it does have some glitters in there, and it will be a little bit more difficult to remove, but I was pleasantly surprised that it was not actually like difficult to remove. It wasn't like super hard. It came off pretty easily. Some of those glitters were stubborn and they did stick to the nail, but because it's not like a glitter bomb, it comes off the nail fairly easily with like very little effort. I was so pleased because I absolutely fell in love with this polish, and Pampered Polish just always makes me like a crelly. I don't know what it is, but she does it really good. So here you have 3 coats of Ghoul's Best Friend and a glossy top coat. Next up is Creep It Real. Creep It Real is described as a borderline neon green crelly with cool tones, UCC flakes, blue iridescent flakes, and cool toned micro glitter. This polish has the same standard crelly formula as the last one that we looked at. The formula on this is absolutely excellent. It goes on very smoothly and very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no application issues here whatsoever. There was no running, no pooling, and there was no staining. This polish had an overall excellent formula, and it will dry a bit textured because there is glitter in there, but it will not be overly difficult to remove like the last one I discussed. It actually is fairly decently easy to remove. You might get a few stray glitters that want to stick to your nail, but overall they come off pretty easily. And I was so pleasantly surprised with the true Crellies in here, and I'm falling a little bit in love with Crellies. It's very dangerous to fall in love with a new polish finish. You just want to buy all the things. The next polish that we are going to have a look at is called Eye Candy, and it is described as a very pale blue base with blue microflakes, blue, black, and purple chunky circle glitter. This polish was formulated specifically with those chunky circle glitters so that if you're not a glitter fan, you can easily avoid adding them to the nail. Or if you are a glitter fan, they're easily placed on the nail with glitter placement. I did go for a mix of some glitters, but not overwhelming on the nail, so you can get a good idea of what the base looks like and how those little circle glitters look on the nail. The formula on this was absolutely excellent. It went on smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. It's not really difficult to remove. You got those bigger glitters, but the bigger glitters I find come off the nail fairly easily. I did do some glitter placement on the nail because I did want, like I said, a mixture of how it looked, but that isn't hard to do at all. You just, go in and you fish for a few of them and they come right out with really no fuss. It was very easy. My swatches here are 3 coats and a glossy top coat. And last, but most certainly not least, is Spectra Flare. Spectra Flare is described as the closest to a white hollow that Timberland could achieve. There is nothing in here but white pigment and hollow. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and very evenly. I had no application issues whatsoever. I had no running, no pooling, and I had no staining. I did choose to go in for 3 coats with this polish. This is absolutely beautiful, and it is like such a perfect base color if you're somebody who really likes art, or if you like white polishes but you want a little bit something extra. This has a little bit something. It's not a true like white cream, with hollow in it. I honestly don't think that's possible, but this is the closest thing that I've seen yet to a white hollow, and I absolutely adore it. I think she rocked this. This is definitely my top pick of this collection. It is just very beautiful with a very good formula. I did do a little bit of some Halloween nail art, which I am going to include for you at the end of this. Just a couple pictures I'm going to pop up. I didn't film any of the actual stamping that I did. But this polish, Spectra Flare, will not dry textured, and it will not be difficult for you to remove. So there you have some looks at just art I did. I wanted to show you how different colors looked over the base. I hope you like it. I've babbled entirely too much, but I thank you for listening if you've made it this far. Again, these go live September 25th in Pampered Polish's shop. I will have all of that linked for you in the description box down below. I hope you found my video helpful. Let me know what your favorite is and what you're going to pick up. I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys.